Are the baby bulls right now just moments away from smear Magoo up and down the baby bears like a peanut butter jelly sandwich? As many say, what is the biggest single event of the last 6+ months is only moments away. This will surely be bigger than anyone could imagine. So sit down, slurp a cold Mountain Dew, and spread your Magoo. I'm your host, Magoo ×2, and after a week vacationing in the Himalayan mountains, I come back to you today with the knowledge of potentially the biggest news in the history of mankind. Take it to the channel, make it like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications, never miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. Take advantage of over $16,000 in trading bonuses below, or getting altcoin bonuses below, using the links, specifically BITGET for US traders. And without any further Magoo, let's Magoo. Unbelievable. I picked a good time to travel because now we're closer than ever after getting a little bit of a backtest, as we talked about, to potentially the biggest thing on planet Girth confirmed. So I'm not sure where to start. I think one of the most important things is actually only 4 days away, and I'm going to talk about why I think that is. And again, it's still not confirmed that we're going to get exactly what we want. However, in 4 days, if we do get what I think we're going to get, let's just say the juice will have no choice but to get let loose. So if we take a look here first on this chart, we see Bitcoin over the last few days. What we've done is actually just come back down and tested this 21-day moving average where we've held. And in fact, if this again, we've just been setting higher low after higher low, and that's what we've been saying. The last time that I made a video actually was right about here, and I said, you know, as long as we set a higher low, all this is good, all this is gravy. And we actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight red daily candles in a row, and had a little bit of a bounce exactly at the 21-day moving average. So that's a good sign for Bitcoin. Really, over the past week, we've had a little bit of consolidation, which again, in the short term, gives us room for a potential further move to the upside. Now, we still have not seen that big upside move that I think that always comes during a real reversal. If this is in fact one, this will be the final confirmation of that. But I will tell you in just a second why in 4 days, and what it means in 4 days if we get what I think we will get, why that is the perfect timing and thing that we need to actually accelerate and give us the actual move, the actual breakout. And again, we've been battling this trend where we've gotten this bounce recently, getting above it, which is right where the 21-day moving average was, and we're holding that again here. So this is really big. Also considering on Bitcoin's weekly chart, guys, we're closer than ever to finally getting this bullish MACD cross on the weekly. I remember we started talking about this before we even got the bullish MACD cross on the daily chart, and talking about how this is going to lead into a longer term cross. And now we're just moments away, and I honestly believe the timing could not be better. Again, all of my open trades are in profit. One of the things that I wanted to highlight, so I did actually get into this specific ETH trade right at about $1,000 per ETH. Again, in my opinion, that was a no-brainer. I got into, again, some of these other trades on this account specifically, and they're all in profit, but I have not taken massive profit on this for a reason. And that's because I believe, again, I believe catching the big bottom on this is going to yield much higher returns than we've seen so far. And again, besides this MACD cross, there's something much bigger, and also some things in the charts that are huge, but specifically in 4 days, okay, we are going to get the release of the July 2022 CPI. And we're going to get this print. And remember what happened last month. We got the June 2022 print. It was pretty bad. Everybody then assumed, okay, we're going to get at least a 75 basis point hike, potentially even 100. And at the end of last month, it came out that we got a 75 basis point hike, which was what people expected and not higher than people were expecting, which would have been 100. And the market pumped on that. And also we saw some numbers signaling that maybe the worst of this might be over. So here is where things go bananas. If in 4 days we get a CPI print a little bit lower, or even significantly lower, or as long as it's not like much higher than what we saw in the previous month, In my opinion, that's going to be massive for these markets and will further kind of cement the idea, at least even if it's only temporary and for a few months, that inflation might actually be slowing down and we might be heading the opposite way. Because for the last 10 months, Bitcoin has suffered because we've seen pretty much the effects of the massive inflation. Again, if we're potentially heading towards the tail end of that, and we might be heading towards like a soft landing instead of some massive, devastating collapse that everyone has been expecting, then the markets will absolutely explode. And this is only 4 days away. So we will not get the next basis point hike until next month because there is not going to be one in August. However, we're still getting this CPI print. And if this CPI print is not that bad, then my gosh, I see no way that these markets do not explode to the upside. But again, that's 4 days away. It's scheduled for, I believe it's Wednesday of this coming week. So that will be absolutely ginormous. And as well, what we've seen here with the DXY kind of still, as we actually talked about exactly, bouncing right at 106. If this continues its downtrend, again, massive room for Bitcoin to continue moving to the upside there. We see the entire crypto market ready to potentially break this massive resistance level that it's been held down by the entire almost for basically 10 months now that has been this entire bear market so far. And again, if we are able to break above this, guys, things could get very bullish very fast. So I'm just trying to prepare everyone. Again, there is no guarantee. I'm not saying it's guaranteed we're about to explode. However, what I'm saying is this is one of those moments that if you're watching it carefully and if a few things go in our favor, mainly, like I said, like the CPI print, if we start to see the stock market get a little bit of life, which would also help Bitcoin and so forth, things could go massively to the upside, okay? Euphoric.
Woman, this is me, Sarah. And you should put all your money into crypto if Sarah, you think it's worth the risk.
And as well, Ethereum, which has been leading Bitcoin as well, bouncing on its 21-day moving average just yesterday as well. But as we talked about, facing this long-term historic resistance, which is huge. Again, another thing, if Ethereum manages to break above this, it will absolutely lead the entire market as well. But I think maybe out of all the things that I've talked about, that might be the hardest thing to happen, is to see Ethereum really breach that very hard, long-time level of resistance. I mean, it goes back to the very beginning, basically, of the bull run. It's where it bounced a million times. It's where it was bouncing right before we fell just about 2 months ago. So very big, and honestly, there is risk involved in this. But if things go the right way, the amount of money that can be made in just the next 1 to 2 weeks is insane. So get to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications so you never miss these completely time-sensitive alerts. Take advantage of over $16,000 in free trading bonuses below when you deposit, or if you're trying to get altcoins as well, using the 3 exchanges below. BitGET for US traders. And without any further ado, that's it for me.